Hi everybody and welcome back to Jewelry with Jen. And I am here today with a really simple, fun little spin and actually just some design inspiration, frankly. So welcome everybody. Thanks for joining today. This is going to be a really quick video. So here's what I wanted to do, guys. Just some inspiration. So I have these beautiful rose quartz beads. And I decided to do a goddess, but I wanted to do an asymmetrical, and I wanted to do a totally different spin on a goddess yet again. And this time doing a wire wrapped bead in the center of both of the strands. So we haven't done this yet. So that's what we're doing, guys. I've already put obviously most of it together, and I thought I would just finish it up just to give you guys maybe a little design inspiration of putting yet another really fun spin on a goddess. So we've got several things now, guys. We have asymmetrical on the goddess, but we're also have a wire wrapped focal bead connecting both of the strands. And I thought that would be really, really fun. So if you are new, by the way, and have never made a goddess, I will link a couple of my goddess bracelets in the video description box below the video for you. But if you go over and poke around in my bracelets playlist, if you are a beginner or you are maybe a little further into your beading journey, but you haven't tried your hand at a goddess yet, I would encourage you to go over to my bracelet playlist and poke around. And I've got about 7 or 8 different style goddess bracelets in that playlist now that we've been working on the last couple of months. And guys, they're much easier than you think. They're simply jump ring heavy. That's really the only thing you need to bear in mind. And there are several ways to put them together. There's several styles that you can do. It's really endless. And I have quite a few up if you're interested. So I will link those videos below the box for you. So guys, I've already strung up my goddess each side. Okay, so that's what we've got. So I finished and started each one with a wire guardian and a crimp. Okay, so that's all I've done on both sides. Okay, on each of my strands, just put a wire guardian and a crimp on both sides and finish them off. Now what I did do, FYI, because I'm just trying to pay forward a little design inspiration here, is I took my ruler, okay, and I pretty much measured my toggle. And then each of my, I put 7 beads on the bottom of the ruler of each of my sizes, allocated and put a wire guardian to allocate my size. Okay. And also I'm using oval, so that's not going to add really much space. And we're just going to do a tiny little wire wrap with that bead. Okay, so that's how you would measure out your length. And so I'm just going to use, guys, some 22 gauge craft wire, or excuse me, 24 gauge. I just have a small little piece. It's 4 inches. And then I have a toggle, and then I've got some ovals, and then I have this beautiful 9.5 millimeter crystal bead that I'm going to use for the center to connect this asymmetrical rose quartz goddess. So just going to do a simple wire wrapping, guys. And we don't need much to wrap. We're only going to go around like once. So I'm just going to put my wire inside my plier, make a right bend so I have my L. Okay, then we're going to take that small wire and wrap it up and around the front of the plier. Okay, then I'm going to move my plier away, just like that, to the top, and push this wire behind. Okay, and because I'm wire wrapping them to an already finished bracelet, I am going to pop open this little loop here, and I am going to feed my wire guardian of one of my strands down into the loop. And then I'll just hold on to that wire guardian and that loop. And then I'm just going to wrap this wire around like one good turn. That's all we basically need there. Okay, so just like that. And then I'll trim it. And then we'll go ahead and make sure we're a little tucked in with our little pokey poke there. And let me go ahead and straighten out my wire. And that's what I've got there. And now I'm just going to feed my bead on my wire. Okay, just like that. And now I'm going to just do the same exact thing on the other side. So I'm just going to put my plier pretty close to the top of my bead because I don't need much of a wrap. I'm only doing like 1.5 turns, okay? And so I'll just do a right angle. I'll pull that wire up and over the front of my plier, move my plier away, and continue to push that wire to the back, okay? Then I'll lift that loop up to feed my other strand down my wire, the wire guardian there, right down, and let that go ahead and fall into my loop. And then I will hold that loop with my pliers and just wrap that around 1.5 times, just like that, and trim the excess and tuck in the burr. And then make sure that my bead is straight, so that's super easy to just, I'm using 24 gauge wire, so just move my wire around a little bit to that straight. And that's what I've got. How pretty is that? Connecting the goddess bracelets on either side. And now I'm just using my ovals, and I'll add my clasp. So I'll put my oval on my wire guardian, feed the clasp on there, and close up my jump ring. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, except for I'm just going to put the bar part on now. So I just open up my jump ring, I'm feeding it on my wire guardian, and then I'm putting the bar part of my toggle on second, and that way my bar part lands on the outside. And close up my jump ring there. Make sure it's nice and closed. Perfect. And there we go. And that is what we have, guys. How cool is that? I just wanted to pay forward a little design inspiration. I thought that is so pretty. What a cool idea. Probably not all that new. Maybe somebody already came up with that, but I thought that looks so, doesn't it look gorgeous? Just that beautiful crystal on either side of the goddess with the, you know, the asymmetrical look of the rose quartz, but the two different colors of the rose quartz, and they're also in 2 different sizes. This is 8mm and that is 6mm. So I hope you guys enjoyed that really quick video. I just wanted to pay forward a little design inspiration. And until next time, friends, be blessed.